Hey everyone, welcome back to another Out of Spec Bits video. I'm here with Andreas, a bunch of our electric friends, and we're here at the R2 Block Party here in Rhino. We've got an R2 behind us, so Andreas and I, all the folks here, we're gonna give you our impressions of actually seeing one of these things up close and personal. First off, Andreas, what do you think?
I like it. It looks smaller than I thought.
Looks way smaller.
But I like the size. I'm not a big car guy, but that I would drive for sure.
For sure. And I just want to show you guys, there is a ton of interest in this. If Andreas wants to pan around, this is the line to just sit in the R2. So it's cool to see this event they're doing here. Beautiful day in Colorado. And yeah, the R2 is pretty exciting. So let's give you a quick little walk around here. I'm sure you've probably seen the coverage that we've already done in Austin with Scott, Kyle, and Logan. They did all the deep dive nerd details, but just thought it was cool to be able to see these. Andreas, one thing I can tell you, these are actually prototypes. You know how you know that? It literally says Rivian prototype on it.
Rivian prototype right there.
Love it.
It's a prototype.
It's a prototype. So Catalina Cove is the color on this. Good new color. Absolutely love this. They had a black one inside. We're probably not going to film in there. It was an absolute mess. Yeah. Black, Jesus, I don't know. It's not the color to put inside the showroom. They've also got a launch green over there, and they had all the colors as well. We can walk back over there. But I got to say, I'm really, really intrigued by this thing. Do you have a reservation for this?
No, I don't, but I might lease one once leasing becomes available. But yeah, still debating.
Still debating. Okay, fair enough. So we've got people inside checking out all the stuff. I have felt the scroll wheels. Absolutely love them.
Yeah, that's oddly satisfying to the extreme.
Totally agree. But you can kind of see in the back here, we're going to try and stay out of everybody's way. It's actually surprisingly roomy. Love the glass roof inside. And I just love how they've kept the Rivian DNA with this. But as they were talking about with the design of this, this is basically fully ground up. It looks very similar, but every single body line on this thing completely different from R1 that's actually sitting right over there. And I gotta say, I really, really like it. So I am 5'12" here. You can see the height, pretty short. Pretty impressed with that. Yep. And I really like the back end, Andreas.
It looks fantastic from the back. I think it's my favorite angle.
The craziest thing, I was telling my buddy Avery here, this is how they've designed this. It's more swooped back for range, aero, all of that fun stuff, but it still has that very boxy SUV look on it. Sorry, we'll get out of your way here.
Yeah, I like the little spoiler vibe we get from the rear. What are they doing now?
So they're pressing little buttons. I had a worry on this, to be totally honest.
Let's see.
You know why I had an issue with this, or a concern about this? Because their charge port is exactly the same way, and half the time it works, half the time it doesn't. So I'm concerned how those are going to be to open that, but I absolutely love this. I just want to see both my dogs sticking their head right out the rear window there.
Yeah.
Love it.
I want to see my 10 guinea pigs stick out of there.
10 guinea pigs? I didn't know you had guinea pigs. Where are you hiding those things?
I used to.
Really, really nice.
Of the charge port, it's manual, right? It's no longer...
There's a manual charge port, which if you guys ever watch my build quality reviews, always love seeing manual charge ports because they don't break. But the funny thing is they actually do break. You remember Dave and Kathy's Macan?
Exactly.
We were all telling them about, oh, you got to get the manual one. It's too complicated. And then there's broke. But yeah, nice to see in the proper location too. Yeah. I don't know, you being German, do you think this is in the right location?
It is. I mean, I'm also biased as a Tesla owner. It's just the first occasion I've ever had my first TV had the charge port at the rear left, so that's what I'm used to. But yeah.
I totally agree.
I think the rear is good.
So the one thing I noticed we're missing, and I know there was quite a bit of talk about this, they had originally shown these actually popping out.
Exactly, yeah.
I think that would have been a really cool thing to leave. But again, this is a real exercise in cost cutting, in making a vehicle that is for the wide market, large production volume on this. And honestly, I kind of think they nailed it here. I'm really, really intrigued by this. A couple of other quick notes I want to make. I'm really anxious to see how this does with collecting dirt and grime. They say that this is going to be totally fine. I listened to all the design talk that Kyle did with the lead designer Jeff Hamoud there. He said they actually drain all of this out through the taillight, which means these are going to be an absolute nightmare to wash, and this is just going to be constantly wet. So
It's going to be a future job.
Going to be a future job.
Out the R2s.
But they had to do that, right? So if you were to mount it up here, that would probably get rid of this, folding down glass roof, or you would stick something here, which wouldn't look nice. And I think this is kind of a good change. I'm curious to see how this does in snowy climates, in all honesty. But I really love all of the Rivian badging here, that 3D effect.
Yeah, it's very nice.
These are going to be a nightmare to polish around. That's the only thing I sit here and think about.
More work for you.
Can I tell you one thing I'm disappointed with?
Please.
I am disappointed that they did not leave the Rivian emblem back here
that's so
on the
true.
C-pillar.
Yeah, if you look back at this R1 aspect there. Turn the focus.
That's just like a signature design for Rivian that I do think it's kind of missing something here. And then they have integrated the logos that used to be on the front door into the reflector, which I think is a unique way to do it. If I got one of these, I'd probably put the Rivian emblem on it though. I don't know, just my 2 cents. I really, this is one of my favorite design things they've done on this. Completely frameless windows here. So no window molding on this. Love that.
Looks fantastic.
This is something like you see in Range Rover, very high-end stuff. Whereas you go over to R1 platform, they cut a bunch of cost out of here in having that component. Kyle's actually failed. We were driving down the road one day and this thing started flying up and I just yanked it off his truck. This is pretty funny. But yeah, I'm really intrigued by this thing. And huge camera suite going on here. So of course, 3 on this entire mirror, which is actually pretty insane. Look at that.
Yeah.
Wild.
Very nice.
It's so cool because it's just like baby R1 and now much more accessible for everybody. Because I love the R1S, I love the R1T. We've looked at an R1S for us. We ended up going with an EV9, really down to cost because R1Ss, man, have gotten up there. And especially now with them killing the LFP pack and all of that situation, definitely a bigger gap between these. I'm curious to see what this is going to do to R2 or R1 sales. Kind of have a feeling it's going to cannibalize it a bit.
For sure, yeah.
Because it really feels Rivian. And Rivian's always made really high-end feeling vehicles. Their interiors, in my impression, are absolutely next level. But love the wheels here. These are awesome. These are the optional, what are these, Andreas? These are 20-inch all-terrains. They nailed the design on these, and they also nailed the actual fitment on these, which I'm kind of surprised to see. So the tire wheel sticks nice and far out instead of being super sucked in for aero efficiency. Oh, here's another cool thing. I didn't notice. I thought this was all piano black down here. It's all a metallic gray, which I absolutely love because that's going to get hammered at the front end.
Oh yeah, it will be.
And even the way they've done really nice camera integration up front, very sleek, very nice. I love it, dude.
Looks great. What's your favorite color so far?
I mean, you know
How
me.
many are there? So there's, what's it called? Cantaloupe?
There are 17 shades of gray. No, just kidding. Catalina Cove, Launch Green. We've got the Purple Borealis, White, Half Moon Gray, the Black. I'm missing something. Forest Green.
Forest Green, which we will see in a second.
And is that it? What am I missing? I'm missing a silver. Isn't there a silver? I don't know. I have not done my research. We're just here hanging out today.
Hanging out.
Drinking non-alcoholic IPAs from Rivian here.
Exactly.
Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Rivian.
Be better with some real beer, but hey, I'm okay with that.
Maybe later.
Yeah.
So Coleton, one thing we are a little bit disappointed by is that at launch there won't be a white interior available, right?
Yeah, I gotta be honest, the black interior does not look great in my impression. It's nice. I just think it's kind of dungeness for me. Like there's not a ton of color. I know that's what people want when you get a black interior. I will tell you guys, my impression from Rivian interiors, the highest quality materials, they wear unbelievably well, so I would not be afraid to get a white interior. I would say they're way better than Tesla and how they stay clean and in general cleaning them up. But yeah, I don't just lust after that black interior at all, which I think is a shame because a launch green on white would be.
Yeah, I agree. I just love white interiors. It makes it look so much more futuristic, and it just looks cool. Yeah.
Yeah, totally agree.
Yeah.
So what do you say we, why don't we head over to the launch screen one? I don't know if we're going to be able to film over there because they got music playing and all that fun stuff. But yeah, really cool to see the R2 here. I think they absolutely nailed these things, and I can't wait to see these on the road.
Same.
All right, Andreas, we are over here with launch green.
Oh yeah.
This looks pretty great as well. Again, first thing I got to notice here, the fitment on the wheels are incredible.
Yeah.
Look how that nice tire tucks right up the back. Love it.
Oh yeah.
So first things first, I'm really impressed by the rear seat room in this. It looks pretty awesome. But I will say, I feel like that front passenger seat is quite far forward. There's not a lot of leg room there, dude.
There's a lot of leg room.
But it does look like you sit actually nice and low in this thing. I mean, I'm looking at where roughly shoulder height would sit, you know, a couple inches above the window. I'm pretty pleased with that. Really, really like it. The scroll wheels are the coolest thing ever.
Most satisfying thing.
We're not supposed to touch it, but I'm gonna touch it. Oh,
Yeah.
it's, like,
Oh,
it's incredible.
Yeah.
They nailed that design. I hope to see this come to R2 at some point, or R1, Gen 2, Gen 3 at some point. I don't know. My brain's all confused with all the numbers and names.
Yeah. Slow on beer.
Yeah, it's that non-alcoholic beer getting to me. But it doesn't feel cheap to me, which I was really worried about with this platform. Because they've done such a nice job with R1 that I had concerns coming down to R2, cutting costs, cutting a lot, that a lot of the materials wouldn't be that great, wouldn't have the same personality. But just, I'm looking at a bunch of stuff here. You have, you know, cloth inserts here, cloth on the back. You've still got the Rivian logo. You've got brown stitching on that. Even got a very different style wood on the dash, which looks to be way less complicated than R1. And all the cloth, those are very nice accents to put on these vehicles. And I have a feeling they do pretty well in our build quality review.
I agree. What do you think about the interior in general? Does it feel, to me, it feels more minimalistic than R1T, R1S, but it's actually not, right? It's got 2 screens, steering wheel, and 2...
I mean, I hope it has a steering wheel.
There's still a rumor.
There's still a rumor.
No,
yeah,
but
I would agree.
Two stalks, right? Like R1S, R1T has the same layout, basically, right?
It's pretty similar. You have a little bit larger screen on the display on R1. I would agree. It looks very minimalistic. I think the black is probably doing a lot of that here and looking a little bit more minimal, sparse. Because you just look at the door panel, right? It's just black.
Yeah. And probably the lack of clutter in there makes it feel more minimalistic.
For sure.
Too.
But I'm just looking at like space optimization, you know, underneath the door handle there, they've got a lot of area there to put your phone. You've got huge water bottle areas at the lower part. Looks like those can actually be pulled out as well.
Are those plastic or cloth?
Yeah, it's all plastic down there for sure. Which, that's one thing, if you guys have watched my build quality videos, you'll know that I'm not like super into. But I think on this being a rugged vehicle, it's going to be okay. I would like to see it in the future be all their normal vegan leather. Then again, you got to make some compromises somewhere, right? This is like half the price of a fully loaded R1 platform vehicle. The wireless chargers, I'm interested to see how many generations are they on now? 3, 4?
So many. I lost count.
Another thing, the armrest does not split in half too, which I really like.
That's always confusing. Whenever I get into a Rivian, I don't know how to open them. I just can't.
Yeah, the button's in a weird spot, 2 buttons, and then it's like trying to get something that's here, it's like holding that open.
It's like the Tesla door handles.
Right.
What's that is.
When we come back here too, yeah, so this is my concern, Andreas.
Ooh, yeah.
All of this plastic is gonna look like crap very soon. So yeah, that to me is, I think, one of the biggest drawbacks with the interior. Again, I'm really excited to see the white interior on this. I don't know about that. I think like that, especially maybe cost cutting wise, do this in carpet here, because I mean, everybody's is gonna look like that. You throw dogs back here, you know, kid stuff, strollers, it's gonna get hammered.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. I don't know, dude. I'm impressed though. It's a really cool vehicle, and yeah, I'm really excited for it. Looks like the same carpets to me as well as R1. and it's got their mats that everybody raves about. I actually hate these mats. They're a pain in the butt to clean.
Yeah, okay.
So they basically use a similar material to, if you think like an outdoor patio chair, that's like a colored one. It's like a woven, it's not fabric, but it's more of a, plastic isn't the right word either. You kind of know what I'm getting at there. The problem with those is all the dirt gets sucked into that. If you flip that thing upside down, it just, huge amounts of dirt come out that. Okay. So I don't really love that.
I do like them. They look great, but it's
they look cool for sure. They also get very dusty and dirty, but so do all four mats. I don't know, dude. I'm impressed though.
Same. What do you think we go dancing over there now and
yeah, this
the video?
I feel so bad for this guy. He's just like vibing over here by himself. There's not a soul over here.
Yeah, and his MacBook says no. So
no? Oh, so don't talk to him.
So yeah, we gotta come back here later and get some dance moves in.
Shout out to the real ones that know what a good color Compass Yellow is.
I agree. Compass Yellow, bring it back.
Bring it back, please. Nice, Borealis R1S.
Imagine having a Borealis and Compass Yellow Rivian in the driveway.
Laker Spec. Oh, that's a way cooler color in person than I thought. Love it. Looks great.
Very nice.
So we're now at the main Rivian space. Again, huge line here just to get into, sit into the R2. I don't think I'm gonna sit here to do that. For sure not.
Nope. No time for that.
But same thing out here. So another R1S tri-motor on this one. Good spec, storm blue. We're just gonna walk through here real quick. So again, black one, same wheel spec, black interior. They need the colorful one in here though.
Yeah, they should put
it is nice outside, but yeah, put the launch green in here for sure.
Agreed.
Let's run over quickly and show all the colors since I think I got most of them, but not all of them right.
So this is not the new Apple HomePod?
It really does look like it, doesn't it? Borealis is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Forest green, launch green, half moon gray. Forget what they call the black.
Let's see if it's on here.
Misremembering, it's not on there. Midnight, it is on there.
Yeah.
Midnight black, of course.
Esker,
that's what I was thinking. And then of course the white on there.
This is a Eskes Park, or is it a different town?
Eskes? What are you saying here? Also, please bring back Red Canyon.
Yes, please.
Or I guess put it on R2. I would definitely be a fan of that. This is such a boring color palette. Can I say that now? Yeah. Like they need color.
Yeah.
I know these are colorful, but like they're just
nothing
like
pops.
No, it's very bland.
Yeah. I wish I could see the Eskes silver one. No, wait. What's the white one called? Glacier white.
That's Glacier.
Yeah. So I would want to see one of those in person. That would be sick.
Yeah. Stormtrooper always looks good, and then the silver I think would look good. The metallic flake in this is pretty neat though. This has never been my favorite Rivian color at all. I don't know.
Wait, this was Carl's? What Carl's is?
No, he has a white one.
No, Carl's wrap. I mean, the R1.
Yeah, it's similar to this, yeah. But
no offense, Carl.
Offense taken. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it here at Rivian. I mean, huge interest in the car here. I'm really surprised with the turnout, number one. People seem to be very excited. They were saying it's an hour to sit in the R2.
That is amazing. And this has been going on all day and yesterday too. All right, so before we close out the video, Sterling.
Hey guys, how's it going?
What's your opinion?
I really like the R2. I was able to sit inside of it for a little bit and getting to feel the scroll wheels was awesome. And then backseat legroom was insane. At being 5'2", I was able to fully stretch my legs out. It was great. Center cup holders were awesome. Soft touches everywhere. The rear door has actually purple ambient lighting throughout.
Oh yeah?
So that was a nice touch when you shut the door, got ambient lighting. Yeah, the steering wheel controls were my favorite thing.
Yeah.
Touchscreen was quick. Yeah. What are your thoughts?
I liked it too. I did not sit inside. You're the only one who waited in line actually.
Yeah, I waited like 40 minutes in line. So
yeah,
yeah.
So thanks for that,
I was committed to the game.
But yeah, I like it. I like what I see. I might get one eventually, not right away, but
yeah,
great car. Like I said to Coleton.
I'm excited to see what the white interior looks like.
Yeah, white interior. That's gotta be a must for me. I just love white interior. But yeah, you said you have one on pre-order,
I do have one
right?
on order.
Yeah.
I placed it like 2 months ago, so
nice.
I'm way down the line. But never know. Rivian,
Yeah.
hook me up.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Sterling, for your 2 cents, and thanks, guys, for joining again.
Right. So they've got a bunch of different, parties going on. We missed the whole speech situation here. I don't know. We were screwing around outside. But yeah, pretty darn cool, man. I'm impressed. Any final thoughts here, Andreas?
No, I am glad I finally got to see it. I might get one eventually. It's a second car, like 2-car solution. Model 3, R2. Sounds like a nice combination.
I agree.
And yeah,
Love it.
that's all I had to say. We love the scroll wheels.
Love it. All right. We'll see you guys in another one soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.